Yo my people, it's your guy Roadside Scholar bringing you Story Stellar. Join me each week for some roadside epic tales where we dive into some relatable moments and memories together. Let's turn our experiences into growth and find our wisdom in our journey. Are you ready? Let's go. In my previous story, one of my mum's boyfriends who would beat me. If you haven't seen that episode, then watch one of the previous episodes where I tell you that story. This would end up with me and my mum and also my newborn baby brother. This ended up with us having to move, basically go into hiding. We ended up leaving St. Michael's Tower. What was the reason why we left? Well, all the mistreatment. You know what I mean? He was very abusive. My mum had to get out of that situation. So I remember we spent a short time in a woman's shelter. Moved on from there. So I'm probably around 9, 10. But little did I know, my mum was going to be leaving to Jamaica with my little baby brother. I'll be staying with my grandmother. But I didn't know this at the time. Only until I got to my nan's house, my mum's goodbyes were different, more emotional. It was one of those times where you end up waking up and you're not going to that school that you thought you was going to, and not going to school. No school today? Okay. So now you know something's changed. Ain't see your mum. Mum's not about. And so it was at that point I realized I'm here to stay, Stratford, Heatherdene. And so that was where I resided. So I quickly realized this and I adapted to the situation very quickly. I was in a better place than I was previously. It was good for me. In my nan's house, there was my grandfather, there was my grandmother, there was me, one of my uncles. We'll call him Uncle Number 1. Uncle Number 2, which would be in and out now and then. Now, Uncle Number 1, he was the uncle that would always carry me everywhere. When he was going out with his friends, he'll carry me along. That part taught me a lot because now I'm around older guys. Even when he would go on his dates, like he would go and link a girl and he's bringing me with him, like, and he's introducing me to his girl or whatnot. I'm like, you're right. He took me a lot of places. And then you had Uncle Number 2. He was more into the fame. He's more into that celebrity lifestyle. I want to be Michael Jackson. I want to be Bruce Lee. He had all the uniforms. He had the glove. He had the nunchucks. He had the ninja suit. He had the jacket of the Michael Jackson jacket, curly perm. He used to go in. And then we had my grandmother, bless her soul. She was so wonderful. She'll go to the end of the earth to make sure it was good. And that was for all her kids, grandkids. She was always there. If that was one thing, yeah, she would moan about everything. Everything would be a moan for her. Apart from that, man. Then there was my grandfather, very hardworking, very serious, never seemed smile much. During that time, you hardly ever saw him smile. He was that guy that when you see him, he's either looking at his shares on TV or he's watching the news or he's eating his food. One of the three, or going to work. Oh yeah, and also, he was in the church, active in church. I had ended up being raised in a Christian household where Christianity comes first, especially on a Sunday. So this led to me having to be going to church every Sunday. So at this point, I've made a whole school transfer where I've left Colgrave School, which was by St. Michael's Tower, and then I've gone to Canhall School. Then in Canhall School, gained friendship with another kid. For this story, we'll name him Bucky. Now Bucky, me and him, we clicked because we were both naughty kids. We were both up to the same rudeness. So, it was just one of those things. You're rude and another kid's rude, you're both gonna click. You know what I mean? Sometimes we'll bump heads, but in the end, we ended up just clicking. But he's another story for another time. I end up not lasting long in Canhall School because of fighting, getting in a lot of trouble. I think because I was so young, they didn't actually kick me out, but they gave my parents a choice, like, either we kick him out or we take him out. Took me out from the school and they moved me to another school called Downsall. So at this stage of my life, I'm in new territory. I'm itching to go out, see my new friends and whatnot. That wasn't the case, so I ended up joining football club. It was once a week training, and then on Sunday I would then play football. But this was something that it got me away from the church. Plus in the church, I'll just sleep through the whole service. My granddad being the pastor of the church and grandson's there, he's sleeping throughout the whole church. It wasn't a good look. So me opting to do football maybe was just the easy route of me getting out of the way, not being an embarrassment. It became football on Sunday during the week, and then after schools I would normally go to the youth centre. Bearing in mind, going out wasn't a problem because I had been going out the estates from before, so I'm sure my mum must have gave the word to my grandparents that look, he's cool, let him go out, do his thing. So me going out wasn't an issue. It was just the problem of where to go. After school, I would just follow friends, and one of the places were youth centers. So I ended up going a lot to Cat Hall Estate Youth Center, and most of the people that went to Cat Hall Estate Youth Center were the people who went to my school. And so you get football and youth center. Those were my two social events. That carried on until I went to secondary. So out of trouble, head down, football, youth center, and then this is when things start to get interesting. As Tomwood School was one of the popular schools in Waltham Forest Borough, being a popular school and having a reputation, you know that gonna come with a lot of action. I was always part of that. I was used to that. And so this is the place you meet new friends. You decide who you keep close, who you keep far away. So what are we gonna take from this gem? When making a transition, it's an opportunity for you to change your life. It's an opportunity for you to choose what type of direction you're going to go in. And you can either take what you previously was on with you, or you can change it, change your attitude of how you look at things. I think with any transition, it doesn't matter what age you are, once you make a transition, you move from one place to another where you're not known anymore. You've got to decide what type of character you're going to bring with. Are you going to change the way you are, or are you going to stay the way you are? And so with that said, is any more that you want to add to that, or if you have your own view on it, put your comments below. Peace.